Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, I'm going to be doing a multiplayer pro test of the car that you see on the screen right now, which is the Tushek TS 900 Apex. And this is of course because the car is currently available in the multiplayer shop, and you might be wondering, hey DBT, is this car good? Should I go for it? Should I spend my currency on it? Well, let's try to find out. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things help the channel to continue to grow, it keeps me going, and I can continue making this content for you. So if you want to see some more Asphalt 8 right here, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing. It's free, it helps, so why not? But alright, as I just mentioned, this car is currently available in the multiplayer shop, which is kind of refreshing in a way, because as of the last several weeks, they had only been selling Class A cars over here. But this time around, they put Class S again. Now, I actually do have a bit of a theory that this doesn't mean they're coming back to only selling Class S. I do believe they're gonna be switching it up from time to time, sometimes Class S, sometimes Class A, maybe even lower classes as well. But we'll see how it goes. I have some thoughts on that, but I'll tell you later. For now, I just wanted to mention that this car is actually selling for a very high price of 100,000 multiplayer coin currency. What is it called? Vouchers, I think? No, not vouchers. Badges. Multiplayer badges. And it's interesting because this is an 1861 car, whereas in the multiplayer shop, normally they would sell 1860 or lower, 59 or 58. So this is a bit of a departure, and this actually is the type of cars that they would sell in the Gauntlet shop. So, I don't know. I have some thoughts to give. But before getting into that, here's the stats of the car at Max, or Pro rather. I was gonna say Gold, but that's a wrong terminology. Here's the car at Pro with all of the stats and with the tuning kit so that you know how this car is supposed to perform. As usual, those numbers don't tell me a lot, so let's just get into the races. Now I want to talk about the multiplayer shop because it is interesting to me, like I was saying, that they're selling currently an 1861 car over there. Now, back in the day, we used to have the multiplayer shop as we see it now, and also the Gauntlet shop, because there was a Gauntlet specific currency. And in the Gauntlet shop, that's where you would see Class S cars of the rank of 1861. Now, why does it make a difference to talk about whether it's a 60 versus a 61 car? Because in general, a lot of the really good cars that are not necessarily OP in the game are found in the rank of 1861. That is not to say there are not good cars in 1860, there are, but some really powerful cars are found in 61. For example, from the old school cars, we have the Lamborghini Centenario, 1861. We got the Bugatti 110, 1861. More newer cars that are really good as well, the Lambo Starato, 61. We have the Faraday Future, 1861. This car as well, which, spoiler alert, it's pretty good. Also 1861, and that's a first place back. Oh, look at that, first place and first race. Now granted, I did start in pole position, but it was just you know, at the very least it should tell you that it can put a fight. Look at that. Speaking of the Faraday Future, also the Devo, see, another good car of 1861. This rank has some really strong cars that again may not be OP, but they're pretty good. Now, the price that they put for this car in the shop is really high. At 100,000, that is the price that you would pay for something like the, I think the Koenigsegg, no, which one? I think there's some ultimate car that sells for that in the multiplayer shop, and that one you don't have to upgrade. But still, all things considered, these are technically better cars, the 61 ones. So, I don't know, I think it is a bit interesting of getting a higher tier of performance for a higher price. Now, like I was saying, I do expect and hope, really, that they're gonna be switching it up a little bit and not exclusively focusing on selling Class S cars there. I did like the fact that they were selling some Class A cars in that shop. In fact, that is how a bunch of people were able to get a car that was previously premium only, the Apollo Evo, and were able to get it for that currency because, hey, it was selling over there. It may just be Class A, but still a pretty decent car, a rare one, and like I said, it was premium only before, so it's kind of nice to see some switch in focus over there. I have complained for years now that the game has done a terrible job at making players interested in other classes of cars than Class S, and to some degree continues to be the case given that all of the new cars added into the game continue to be Class S. But hey, if they can at least put some more focus on other classes as well, I am definitely for it. And alright, I got a 4th place. That wasn't fantastic, but the competition was indeed kind of complicated or difficult. Yeah, check that out. McMurtry, Bayan, Faraday, really strong cars, all of them. But I did beat another Tushek, Bayan, Bolide, well, unboosted, Trebita, Faraday, Valkyrie, and Apollo IE. Okay. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with the multiplayer shop. What else do they offer over there? At least it's kind of good to see that they're making available for free, you know, with enough grind, of course, some of these higher tier Class S cars for people. But again, I do hope that they do end up switching it up a bunch and adding other classes as well. I keep on thinking that they really should be doing some sort of different events to specifically focus in lower classes, because man, there's just so many cars in this game, so many of them are so lovely, and yet the only thing people are incentivized to look forward to is Class S, and that is just kind of sad, honestly. But okay, whatever, I'm fine. Oh, sorry, friendly Tushek, I did not mean to push you. Oh, no, never do this ramp. It slows you down so much. I wasn't actually trying to, but I was, you know, I just ended up going that way. Unfortunate. Oh, RIP that dude. Hold up. Wait, did he actually RIP or no? I have no idea, but someone just quit. Is that a Koenigsegg 1-1? Now people keep on telling me I should take 1-1, but in my head it's just 1-1, right? It's fine, don't worry about it. All right. Oh, Jesus. I hear a car scraping against the floor behind me. You hear that? Yeah, it's weird, but okay. I run out of nitro, but okay, I'll keep the 6th place. Medal results, but again, 12 players and a lot of strong cars, so yep. Like the Huayra, Spearling, Absolute, Venom, Jesus Christ. Oh, look, it's one of those players that has a hack name. Yay. Gameloft continues to do nothing about it. Oh, the other Tushek did beat me. All right, fair enough. Man, look at that. I don't think... Well, I think the weakest car over here was the IE. And maybe the Trebita, but that's not like, oh, they're actually weak cars. So, wow, this was a really packed race. Jesus. All right, at least I don't think this is a 12-player race. So, we'll see how it goes. Oh, and before is... Oh, please don't be Citadel Crash. Please, anything but that, or I'm gonna have an absolutely terrible time over here. No matter how many times I play this track, no matter how many times I actually practice the jump, the problematic jump, in multiplayer you just can't control what's happening, and it ends up being a mess. Fortunately, it's not Citadel Crash, but man, look at that. McMurtry Spearlings left and right, literally. So, Anyway. Oh boy. Hold on, cause I haven't really talked about the performance of this car, but I can summarize it real quick as this is a pretty good car. It reminds me in a way as the Centenario. Now the Centenario does have a bit of a disadvantage, which is some really wonky physics, but this one just makes me think of the Centenario without those physics. Maybe not as good oh man, I missed that button. Maybe not as good nitro as the Centenario, but still not far. I don't think so, and this is just a really good car, and I think I'm just... Okay, Focus DBT, just make sure to keep this one, because that would be a fantastic W to have in your belt. Oh, and I beat what? 2 McMurtry Spearlings and who knows what else. All right, let me see. I want to see what I beat. Look at that. Venom, Faraday, the Huayra 20th anniversary. Oh, Tryon, nice. 2 McMurtry Spearlings. Yep, all right. That definitely looks nice for me. Very good. Now for the Spiral Drift Test, and for the time to wall, I normally paint the cars black, but nah, come on, I couldn't with this. Look at that beautiful dual tone orange. It's gorgeous. All right, let's see. Yeah, oh Jesus, yep. Pretty good drift, I'll tell you that. All right, let's go for take 2. Hopefully I'm not gonna mess it up. But yeah, it threw me off that the drift is so good. Maybe not as incredibly amazing, but good enough where I have to be releasing the button quite a bit. Nah, this is pretty good, like legit pretty good, Jesus. But of course I always test it in the opposite direction as well because reasons. And I always say that this direction feels assisted, so I would imagine it will feel even better, but let's check it out anyway. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I touched the inside. Jesus, that was close. Take 2. Yeah, I'm gonna retry it because that was pretty good, but then I messed it up. Get out of the way, McLaren. All right, let's see. There we go. No, yeah, this is really good. So much so that I can't seem to control it decently over here. Yeah, the drift is very good. And for the time to wall test, this is how you know that the acceleration of this thing is pretty strong. Because look at this. I can pretty much out-accelerate the other car. Now I hit it a little bit, so that is gonna alter the time to wall. But man, that is pretty good. And for good measure, of course, I'm also doing it on gate drift, where there's no opponents, nobody gets in the way, so I should be able to get as clean a time to wall as I can possibly get. So there you go. Fantastic. Now, before we get into the last races for this video, we have to have a look at the color options for this thing because, oh man, are they cool. Check this out. The default one is precisely the one that I'm using. Like I said, it's a dual tone orange where it's more burnt on the highlights, quote unquote highlights, and it's more bright on the quote unquote low lights, if that makes sense. But we also have it on white. Hey, I thought I clicked it. There we go. We have it on white, which looks a little bit silverish, but it's fine. We got it in further silver, yellow, if you like it. I think it looks kind of dope. In red, that's nice. Kind of boring, except that at least the orange lines over here, the accents do improve a little bit. But that is why I use this one, because it keeps those same lines, but with a different color. Now, the reality is that I've been saving the best for last because it's one of what I think to be one of the coolest color combinations in the entire game. Look at this thing. Oh man, isn't that absolutely bonkers? Yes, I absolutely love this color, and that's the one that I shall continue to use. I mean, I think it should be no surprise to anybody that I put so much focus into the colors of the car, the color options. And this one having such cool colors, man, I really, really like it. Now, it's kind of bad in a way because I actually like more the other Tushek, the one with the wing, in terms of looks. So if that other Tushek had the same colors, man, I would absolutely love it. But you know, it is what it is. This is the one with the cool colors. The other one is with the one with the cool wing. It's fine. But yeah, so I don't know what to tell you, man. This is a very interesting development that I said development. A cool change that they did with including the 1861 cars in the multiplayer shop. I do imagine that if they are indeed gonna be doing what I said, or what I think they will be doing, which is again, changing between different classes and whatnot, the 1861 cars are gonna be the rarer ones in the multiplayer shop. Does that mean that they're gonna also sell 1862 cars? I don't know. Seems unlikely, but you know, it could happen. But if 1861 costs 100,000, how much would that 62 cost? Like 150? I don't know. I think it would be an absolutely ridiculous price, but hey, whatever. We'll see what happens for now. Look at this. This is gonna be another beautiful first place, baby! Lovely stuff. All right, what was I racing against? I didn't pay attention this time around. Faraday, Bolide, triple boosted this time, well, technically quad boosted. CCXR Trevita and a 300 plus and a Hennessy Venom GT. Okay, interesting. Listen, not for nothing, but I feel like we've done Transylvania like I don't know how many times in this video. What is going on? Anyway, so yeah, I suppose if I want to sum this whole thing up, if you're wondering, hey DBT, is this car really worth going for despite the really high price? The answer is yes, I certainly believe so. This car is overall really, really good. It may not be a king of anything in particular. It's not like, oh, it's the king of acceleration. Oh, it's the king of nitro. It's not the king of anything. But, Jesus, that's weird. Really? Really? I'm trying to hype it up and then I get knocked down thanks to a terrible jump. This may not be the king at anything in particular, but it doesn't take away the fact that this is a very good car overall. It's a car that it's, I would say, balanced, but leaning towards pretty good. It's not like balanced mid, it's balanced good. So yeah, it's a very strong card to use. Now, whether or not you actually like the look of the car and whatnot, well, you know, that's up to you. You know that to me, the looks of a car matter a lot. Maybe to you it doesn't, so I don't know if that plays a part in whether or not you want to go for this. But yeah, it's a pretty good car. The price, again, is very, very high at 100,000. So I don't know that I could necessarily recommend you to spend that on a car that you still have to spend another 10 million fusion coins in order to upgrade and all of that. But yeah, in general, it's a pretty good car. In a way, maybe, you know, if you're aiming for other 1861 cars, maybe it would be worth to wait and see if Gameloft is gonna sell more cars like this in the multiplayer shop. But there's always the chance that they will never again sell an 1861 car. You're gonna be missing out on your opportunity to get one this time around. So that is something that you have to keep in mind. So that's what I'm saying. you know, your decision is your decision. Do everything at your own risk, basically. So I will take absolutely no responsibility or accept any complaints that DBT, I bought this car, but next week they ended up selling the other car that I did want. I don't know, the Lamborghini Sterato. Why did you tell me to buy this? Or it could be the other case of DBT, I did not buy it hoping that they were gonna sell something else, but never again did they offer any 1861 cars. You know, it's a gamble. You don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Only Game Love knows. So at this point, it's just a matter of you deciding if you want to take the risk and going for a car. But like I was saying, overall, it's a pretty good car nonetheless, so it's not like you're going to be regretting getting it. But hey, again, it's your decision, so I'm just providing you my thoughts, and hopefully that will help you to make a decision based on your own criteria. So yes, that is my disclaimer, to take no responsibility of your choices. All right. Oh, dude, no. Oh, no, Jesus, no. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, he pushed me ever so slightly, and that pushed me off. Ah, man. What the frog was that? Jesus. All right, well, it's one of those races, I guess. At least I kept a third place. Third? How is that a fourth? Bull. If you want to get a heart and a pin on this video, the key phrase for today is going to be, this car has one of the coolest color combinations in the entire game. First person to post it gets a heart, a pin, and all of that good stuff. If you enjoyed the video, once again, like, subscribe. If you want to support me directly, please consider joining the membership for exclusive videos with facecam, without the censorship and all of that stuff. But yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.